रस्किन बॉन्ड। रस्किन बॉन्ड का जन्म 19 मई 1934 को हुआ। इनकी जो पोएम दिस लीफ सो कंप्लीट इन इटसेल्फ इज ओनली पार्ट ऑफ द ट्री एंड दिस ट्री सो कंप्लीट इन इटसेल्फ इज ओनली पार्ट ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट एंड द फॉरेस्ट रन्स डाउन from the hill to the sea, and the sea, so complete in itself, rests like a raindrop in the hand of God. ये raindrop इनकी जो पोएम है उससे लिया गया है। रस्किन बॉन्ड is an Indian author of British descent. He is born in a military hospital in Kasoli to Edith Clark and Aubrey Bond. His Erskine's siblings were Ellen and William. Erskine's father was with the Royal Air Force. Erskine Bond spent his early childhood in Jamnagar and Simla. At the age of 10, Erskine went to live at his grandmother's house in Dehradun. After his father's sudden death in 1944 of malaria, Erskine Bond was raised by his mother, who remarried an Indian businessman. He completed his schooling at Bishop Cotton School in Simla, from where he graduated. Erskine Bond graduated in 1952 after having been successful in winning several writing competitions in the school like Irving Divinity Prize, Halle Literature Prize. After Erskine Bond high school education, Erskine Bond spent 4 years in England, novel and short story. In London, Erskine Bond started writing his first novel, The Room on the Roof, when Erskine Bond was 17, and it is published, Room on the Roof published when he was 21. It was 21. The semi-autobiographical story of the orphaned Anglo-Indian boy Rusty, who is 16 years old. After his parents died, he was living with his English guardian, Mr. John Harrison. He was quite unhappy with the ruthless way and strict rules of his guardian, and he decided to break free one day. So he goes to nearby market and makes many friends and starts living there. He discovers life is not that easy, and he has to face a number of challenges that are waiting for him. The novel partly based on Ruskin's experience at Dehradun in his small rented room on the roof and his friends. The book was primarily based in and around the Himalayas and was successful in capturing its beauty and ethos in a manner that was never tried before. Ruskin has so well represented every detail in his first venture that engages the reader from the very first page till the last one. Through the simplicity in his writings and spontaneity, the reader feels the pain of Rusty and laugh at the light-hearted humor. The book sums up all the traits of human life well, ranging from adolescent love, friendship, losing your loved ones, and agonies of life. Its sequel, Vagrants in the Valley, followed it, riding on the success of these two novels. First, Room on the Roof, and second sequel, Vagrants in the Valley. Erskine took journey back home. It won the 1957 John Llewellyn Rhys Prize, awarded to the British Commonwealth writer under 30. The Blue Umbrella is a 1980 short story set in a small village of Himachal Pradesh. W. Umbrella. Where a little girl, Binya, trades her old leopard claw necklace for a pretty, frilly blue umbrella. The people in the village became very fond of her umbrella. In the village, a man, Ram Bharosa, who keeps on an old ruined shop and sells warm Coca-Cola due to no refrigerator and selling sweets to the school-going kids on credit. Soon the Ram Bharosa becomes envious of the umbrella and tries to buy it from Binya, but she refuses. The schools get closed due to the arrival of the monsoon, and Ram Bharosa employs a boy from the next village named Rajaram to work at the shop. When Rajaram comes to know about his master's desire to own the umbrella, he offers to steal it from him. The shopkeeper, unable to gain control on his craving, accepts it. Rajaram makes an attempt to steal the umbrella but fails, and on being caught, he gives Ram Bharosa's name. Now everyone stopped coming to Ram Bharosa's shop. However, Binya realizes her mistake and that she should not have shown off her umbrella. In the end, Binya gives the umbrella to Ram Bharose, who returns her favor in future by gifting her a necklace with a bear's claw. The Night Train at Deoli and Other Stories by Ruskin Bond is a collection of 30 beautiful short stories of simple, heartwarming, and thought-provoking stories will take you to the heavenly grounds of Dehradun and Mussoorie. The title story, The Night Train at Deoli, is about a college student reflecting on his annual visit to his hometown Dehradun. On one of the trips, he notices a beautiful girl selling baskets on the street and fantasizes about meeting her. In subsequent years, he continues to fantasize about her but never pursues her. It is the story of an unspoken yet powerful attraction and of the student's regret for never having acted on his passion. This short story vivid depicts the profundity and flux of human emotions. The story told is in a first-person narrative. This little gem is a departure from the affable Bond's usual writings. It is not a ghost story and it is not set in the hills of Mussoorie or the plains of Dehradun. Instead, this one begins and ends in a little Viplanagar, a place where people wait in most cases for a lifetime to move on to a better life. A guardian angel. A guardian angel is the story of a boy who is raised by a sex worker. Unlike others who look down on the guardian, the boy considers her a true guardian angel. The monkey is a typical Ruskin Bond story with a mixture of horror and humor. Delhi is not far. About the dreams of Arun, the struggling writer, will write cheap thriller novels, then do examination guides, and who gets more satisfaction killing prostitutes than penning down boring guides which easily easily sell like hotcakes and offer a better monetary compensation. Kamla, the young prostitute who, while being what she is, still remains as innocent as a teenage girl. Suraj, the wonderful orphan boy who is the source of constant inspiration and companionship to Arun, is also charming in his own way. Then comes the barber Deepchand, the rickshaw wala, Pitambar and the junk shop aspirer Aziz, all of whom dream of making it big in the nasty white lanes of Delhi, Chandni Chowk, among many other areas. Rusty, the boy from the hills, narrates the stories of Rusty, a quiet, imaginative, and sensitive boy who lives in his grandparents' custody in pre-independence Dehradun. Though he is not adventurous sort himself, the strangest and most extraordinary things keep happening around him, and so the stories he has to tell are simply fascinating. This book tells the most exciting years in Rusty's life, early childhood to early teens. Time stops at Shamli and other stories is an enchanting collection of 21 stories from the little known heartland of India. Shamli is a small place where Ruskin Bond's train stopped. Every time he travelled to Delhi, Bond narrates how this nondescript place became very important for him as he met his first love there. The characters are simple people who live for the most part in Himalayas, small towns and villages. They are not the sort who make the headlines but are nonetheless remarkable for their quiet heroism, their grace under pressure, and the manner in which they continue to cleave to the old values. Ruskin Bond received the Sahitya Akademi Award for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra in 1992. This is a collection of 14 short stories closely linked with each other. These stories span the period from the author's childhood to the present. In this work, Our Tree Still Grow there he also raises his concern over the changing lifestyle of the mountain, the massive amount of deforestation, and the extinction of wildlife. He wonders that now there would remain only the artificial and lifeless landmarks created by man. Road to Missouri. In J. Ruskin Bond's ode to his home for more than 40 years, his dear city Missouri. Ruskin Bond starts the book with a backward instead of forward, urging the reader to read the last chapter first before deciding to go ahead with the book. Ruskin vividly writes about his many journeys to, from, and around Missouri, and then delves into the daily scandals surrounding his life and friends in the sleepy hill town. A vividly illustrated book for children and adults alike. Ruskin Bond's Children's Omnibus is a collection of some of the best loved stories. Most of these stories are set in the hills, but their appeal is universal. This volume includes the ever popular Grandfather's Private Jew, written over 25 years ago. Other stories included are Angry River, W Umbrella, The Road to the Bazaar, Ghost Turtle, Cricket for the Crocodile, and Dust on the Mountain. Rain in the Mountains is a collection of stories, snippets, essays, and poems penned by Ruskin Bond after having lived in many small towns across the Himalayas. It touches a raw nerve for an urban dweller when it describes the beauty of Himalayas wilderness surrounded by chirping birds, clear blue skies, and sparkling streams. Some of the stories featured in the book are Once Upon a Mountain Time. Sounds I like to hear. How far is the river and after the monsoon? A book of simple living is a personal diary is in which Ruskin Bond records the many small moments that constitute a life of harmony with the self, the nature world, friends, family, and passerby. He offers a sneak peek into his routine, letting one see the beauty in simplicity. The book tries to convey one message very subtly. Don't let the beauty of nature pass by unnoticed, unacknowledged, and unregistered, because it is the simplest and purest form of beauty. A face in the dark and other hauntings. A collection of paranormal tales. This book opens with the unforgettable A Face in the Dark, set in a pine forest outside Simla, ends with Night of the Millennium, where the scene of the action is abandoned cemetery.